In February of 2020, TxDOT issued a record of decision for the North Houston Highway Improvement Project, detailing numerous commitments to the public. In December of 2022, TxDOT entered into separate memorandums of understanding with the City of Houston and with Harris County. And in March of 2023, TxDOT and the Federal Highway Administration formalized the Voluntary Resolution Agreement, expanding and solidifying TxDOT's commitments to residents along the corridor. During planning, design, and construction of the NHHIP, TxDOT committed to actions designed to keep the public informed and engaged throughout the course of the project, and TxDOT is meeting those commitments. The commitments ensure that the public remains informed about not only the execution of the project, but about the principles that guide the execution. TxDOT is committed to a series of actions that ensure fair and equitable housing opportunities for those that may need to relocate due to footprint acquisition. TxDOT is pledged to monitor and protect the environment for those living in proximity to the project and construction efforts. TxDOT is committed to protect the integrity of communities, and we briefly outline those steps in this video. And TxDOT's broader commitment is to support regional resiliency for the Houston-Galveston area. TxDOT is holding 2 public meeting opportunities each year for each of the 3 segments of the project that are currently under design and have been funded for construction. TxDOT has gone beyond this commitment, providing public meetings and virtual meetings such as the one you are currently attending to keep you informed, even though all segments have not yet received that funding for construction. TxDOT is keeping the public aware of construction detours and closures. Occasionally, construction crews may require traffic detours to ensure traffic safety for workers and the public. TxDOT is committed to keep you informed through the TransStar app, or you can log on to traffic.houstontranstar.org. TxDOT also provides the opportunity for people who live near or who commute through the NHHIP corridor to opt into receiving construction updates by visiting the NHHIP website at txdot.gov/NHHIP and clicking on construction updates. The public can provide feedback by emailing us at nhhip.ombudsman@txdot.gov. TxDOT will provide information about the project in Spanish on its website and at public meetings, and will provide information in any language as requested by the public. A pivotal commitment to this enormous infrastructure project is the assurance to provide support for property owners impacted by right-of-way acquisition through an enhanced relocation process. The program provides dedicated specialists available to guide rental residents, property owners, and business owners through the relocation process. The project provides services beyond what is legally mandated, including assistance in finding housing, inspecting new properties, and offering home buying and financial responsibility seminars. The project includes an affordable housing grant program administered by the Texas Affordable Housing Corporation to support solutions that maintain community cohesion. When it comes to special populations that live near the project, TxDOT has committed funding for the construction of housing for the unhoused populations with the relocation and construction of the new Temenos 2 in association with the Houston Housing Authority and the City of Houston. Community integrity and community connectivity across the NHHIP corridor are principles that Houston residents have determined to maintain. An essential element of the corridor construction is the integration of bicycle and pedestrian pathways that will run the length of the project as well as at major intersections. Residents told us that these paths are important to enhance the opportunity for multiple modes of transportation, as well as to ensure the connectivity of communities on both sides of Interstate 45. In areas near downtown, structural caps are a key part of the architecture of the project. Structural caps provide an opportunity to enhance the connectivity of areas such as the East Downtown to Downtown, the Museum District to Midtown, and the near North Side neighborhoods to downtown. The Independence Heights area is one where TxDOT has agreed to provide community support. Independence Heights was the first incorporated township run by African Americans in the state of Texas. TxDOT has agreed to support some infrastructure enhancements that highlight this important part of Texas history. Additionally, The NHHIP project will provide support for the development of the Emancipation National Historic Trail that commemorates the migration of formerly enslaved African Americans from Galveston to Houston following news that slaves were freed. To support communities, TxDOT has agreed to a process of footprint reductions across the length of the NHHIP corridor. With respect to the environment, TxDOT is committed to a process for air quality monitoring. TxDOT installed an air monitoring station 1 year prior to the start of construction of the project to obtain baseline data in support of monitoring potential impacts of construction on air quality. TxDOT maintains the project will benefit the environment by supporting the reduction of vehicular emissions. One key contributor to particulate matter in the air is the emissions from idling vehicular traffic. By untangling downtown traffic, the NHHIP helps to reduce idling. These reductions, when combined with less emissions as automobile technology advances, means we can expect to see an overall reduction in pollution caused by vehicular traffic. For residents living in and near the project, to offset some of the noise and dust associated with construction of any project of this nature, TxDOT is committed to working with residents who live near the project to provide weatherization and energy efficiency programs, as well as opportunities for noise and dust mitigation. The use of noise reduction walls in some areas has been open to public discussion with input from residents. Further strengthening the Houston region's resiliency to flooding, the NHHIP project includes the integration of flooding and drainage and detention ponds along the corridor that can hold up to 1,309 acre-feet of floodwater, the equivalent of filling the Astrodome 1.4 times. The system detains the water until area drainage is able to safely carry the flow downstream. These are just a few of the ways in which TxDOT is committed to inform the public and support communities and the environment during one of Houston's largest ever infrastructure projects.